After 3 days, the wrestler protests finally ended with certain conditions though. And now after the end of the wrestlers protest that happened today, the Wrestling Federation of India has given a detailed and a lengthy statement on the charges that have been pressed against them and the president of the WFI, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. This is an 8-page statement that has been released by the WFI, and it relates to some very, very interesting points, especially on the sexual harassment charges. So what is the crux of the WFI statement? Because they have gone all out to defend themselves and the president. So what is the statement? The main points in the WFI statement against the wrestlers' protest. WFI has categorically denied mismanagement and sexual harassment charges against the president, which was to have been expected. No scope for mismanagement and arbitrariness, because it has clearly said charges of arbitrariness and mismanagement in the functioning of the federation, which in brief is been replied and explained for the present without prejudice either of any of the rights and remedies of the WFI or the president. So there is no scope for arbitrariness and mismanagement by anyone individually, including the president. They have also released a list of tournaments that have been conducted under them to show that the management and the arbitrariness is not there. For example, in this they have said the World Under 23s which was held, 6 medals that India won, 2021 World Under 23. Then there were National Open Senior Ranking Tournaments, Open National Ranking, Greco-Roman, Cadets, Under 17, Federation Cup Senior, all a list of 25 events that were held in this particular period. Then there is the Khelo India Youth Games, Senior Freestyle Under 23, Federation Cup, WFI Grand Prix Under 15, Under 20, Grand Prix Under 17, 15 and 20. A list of 25 major tournaments that the WFI held in this particular period. Why have they released this list? Because they wanted to show that the arbitrariness and the mismanagement is not there. And they conclude in the statement that all this could not have been possible had it not been for the functioning of the WFI. But it is on the sexual harassment charge that the WFI has given a very, very interesting statement. Because prior to this statement, they have already said, prior to the protest, they have already said that for sexual harassment grievances, WFI has constituted a committee. Indeed, did they? And they have not received any complaints in the past, because all the allegations that Vinesh Fogart has leveled, it has now come after being in the WFI and in the wrestling business for over a decade now. Suddenly during the protest, the likes of Divya Kakran, Anshu Malik, they have all come out and said that there have been sexual allegations. Sexual misconduct has been done. After such a long period of time, why? The WFI has stated that there is a sexual harassment committee that has already been in the WFI, but no complaints have come in the past for them. What is the most interesting bit is the last point. One of the committee members in the WFI is Sakshi Malik. Sakshi Malik was one of the key figures in the protest that was organized for 3 days in Jantar Mantar in New Delhi. She is part of the committee. What does this mean now? This is a very, very interesting take on the sexual harassment charge. There is a committee in place and Sakshi Malik, one of the members in the protest, is part of that committee. The 4 other members in that committee, which I would like to bring to your attention are, if we have to say what is it about, apart from Sakshi Malik, it is V.N. Prasood, who is the Secretary General of the WFI and the Chairman, Shri Jayaprakash, Joint Secretary and Convener, Vishal Singh, Devendra Kumar Sahu and Sakshi Malik. These are the 5 members in that committee. Now, they have also said, the WFI has been at pains to point out that the protest has been led and joined by wrestlers of one particular state, motivated by vested interests, since the elections for the WFI are due later this year. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh's tenure ends in March 2023. And even if his tenure is coming to an end, why would they want to ensure that? Why is this been politically motivated? Because The manner and method of the protesters and wrestlers to add their allegation by sitting and also doing press conference certainly is part of a deeper and larger conspiracy for vested interest, either by putting pressure on some weak wrestlers or for gaining ground for themselves. This is the statement that the WFI has put out, and it is there with us on Sports Today as well. So, protest has been led and joined by wrestlers of one particular state. Many are calling it the Haryana versus UP lobby, motivated by vested interests. So now, what is the current situation at this point in time? The wrestlers have called off the protest. Why is that? Because Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur has said that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh will step aside as the WFI president because the government will form an oversight committee. This oversight committee will investigate and will complete it within 4 weeks, all the allegations. That is why now the wrestlers have ended their protest. This saga will all continue after 4 weeks. What is the findings of the committee? What will be the result of it? All of that will be known. But for this moment, for 3 days, we have seen a very, very sad state of wrestling in India. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates from Sports Today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.